So we'll do like first and three. Just kind of like talk about the set after. Really.
Awesome. Not an infinite stage. Let's go. First one today.
It depends on like when you get to very high amounts of words, then it's because at that point you can't just
Damn, pulling out that skin. Dude, you're putting me by
Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight. Round 1. Fight.
first things I ask people when I'm like first starting to coach them this question, like leaving the matchup out of it. Like, what's your game plan with Miguel? What do you want to make the opponent deal with?
I
Yeah.
I like making one of the, like what I like about like Miguel or like Jack, even though Jack isn't really like he's like good at it, but I really like people just like pressing. Like I like letting people press. Like what I'll do a lot is I'll like if they get like really comfortable in the beginning, like I'll make it seem like that they don't press, and then they'll like press during later on or something. So it's like I'll do down forward one or like stance, and I love two for that reason. Like I'll just like down forward one stance, and then if they're like not conditioned to low, I like low them, and then like hopefully they'll press or something, thinking that low again, and then two, or like the down forward 1-2 string, down forward 1-1-2. Like the forward 4-2, where it's like, okay, let's hope they cross it. Another thing that I think I do too is like the panic move situation, dude. I'm like hop kicking every time I can.
Right. So, what I'm kind of hearing in that game plan is, for one, you like Miguel's mix-ups, like particularly the Savage Stance mix-up. But more specifically, what you're getting at is you like the fact that the mix-up will like create this sense of urgency in the opponent. They want to press, like they don't want to keep guessing on the mix-ups. So you take that like really basic idea of like the mix-up in fighting games, just like simple mid versus low, like they have to guess 50-50. You want to have this like development of layers just within that 50-50, right? You want to like be getting in their head so that you're going mid when they're ducking and you're going low when they're standing, right? This really simple idea. So that sort of brings me to like when I'm fighting you, what I see in your gameplay is you're a very like high tempo player is the phrase that we'll use sometimes. You like aggression, you like playing fast. So if we have this like really fundamental idea of like the mid versus the low, the 50-50, and we want to be mixing them up, my philosophy is that like applies to pretty much every other aspect of the game. So it's going to apply to pace, and it's going to apply to tempo as well. You can sort of think about it as like, because you're playing high tempo so often, it's almost the equivalent of if you were like running Savage down back 3 like 90% of the time, instead of like low sometimes, mid sometimes, like try to develop that. I just often have a good sense of when you want to push the aggression, when you want to come in, because your tempo is very high a lot of the time. So just taking that like very simple idea of like, okay, I want to mix up my mids and my lows, but I also want to mix up the tempo. Like, once you've kind of convinced me that you're a fast-paced player, that you're an aggressive player, you want to start playing with that expectation a little bit. The same way, like, if you like drilled me with 3 Savage down back 3s, it's like, okay, now I've like got something to work with.
This guy's
Got something to work with here. I've set this expectation that I'm like willing to do that. You set an expectation when you play fast, and you can mess with that expectation a little bit. So just for instance, I often get a sense like as soon as I run up on you and I start attacking, I get this sense of like you want to attack back, like that, you know. You want to find a back one, you want to get your offense going, you want to get those hop kicks going, like retaliation. You want to start playing with the idea of like, just let me run up on you and just commit to doing nothing for like 3, 4, 5 seconds.
Okay.
It really changes the game. I mean, of course you're putting some like defensive burden on yourself where like I might throw you, I might hit you with bigger lows, but
That's the thing, yeah, the lows are like what get me.
It opens up another layer of the game to do that, where now I'm like, oh, he's not pressing back, I guess I'll start hitting him low more. And that's where the opportunities to develop your hop kick kind of come back around. Right now, you're like developing the hop kick a lot. You're trying to, without ever showing me that mode of like, I'll stand here and take lows for 3, 4, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Right? There's always this like 50-50 yin yang thing going on in this game. And that's sort of the other side of the coin. Like, if you're thinking you're throwing hop kick too much, then you need to show the other side, which is just straight up, like, literally doing nothing.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there, but I think like in simplest terms, what I was just talking about with you. So we have like very fundamental idea in fighting games, like mid versus low, and develop that idea and get in their head. You equally want to develop fast versus slow in terms of the pace. And the extremes of that are like, mashing like crazy on everything, and the other end of the spectrum is just really doing absolutely nothing. And you want to explore that end of the spectrum a bit more. It's like I was saying, your tempo is very fast. So how that plays out in a real match, there's a lot of just exploration and experimentation that have to go on. Of like, oh, I'm going to change my pace, and I'm going to like turtle up and do nothing a little bit more often. Like, there's going to be a lot of experimentation just seeing how that plays out.
Yeah.
But they're ideas that you really want to like start exploring more. Just the idea of like fast paced, slow paced, mid versus low, seeing how these 50-50s almost occur in other aspects of the game outside of mid versus low.
Yep. That's kind of how I am with like Jack too. Like I know that he's like can be a really good turtle. He can.
Yeah.
But when I play him, I feel like I'm not conditioning the opponent to be like, okay, I'm not hitting. Like I gotta hit him, And like that's my problem with Jack. It's like, dude, I'll just like run up down back one.
Yeah, it's tempting to just want to go like down back one jack hammer, down back one jack
Exactly.
hammer. But once you start exploring those layers of like two, nothing.
Yeah,
right. That's like adds a whole other dimension to the game.
I was watching. From Quit Your Friendlies last week. It was like the one. I didn't know that like the forward 1-1 will just regular hit combos.
Yeah.
Like I thought you just walk in and okay, there goes
Yeah.
my health. So that's another thing, because it's like when I'm far away with Jack, it's like forward 1, and then sometimes like 2-1 sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like having, or maybe like down forward 1, but I want to start implementing like 1. That too. Just like the range. See, even with Miguel, like his forward 4. Like a lot of the times I notice I'll either like, I think it's a bad habit I have with players who are worse than me. I know that they will cross, so I'll always like I'll play against someone and I'm like, okay, I'm going into Savage Stance after forward 4. I'm gonna start doing the second thing, and I get into the habit of always doing it.
Yes. And it keeps echoing back to that idea of like, we're getting as like having flexibility. So like, you have flexibility like with your Savage mix-ups. Like, like when you want to go low, when you want to go mid. We were just saying like you want flexibility with your tempo, but you want flexibility even as well, like those options that you just brought up of like forward 4, continue offense, or forward 4, nothing, right? Those are like the two opposite ends of the spectrum. And maybe in between is like forward 4, finish the string. But yeah, you just want to like start thinking about this idea of like variety and flexibility in your pace. I'm just kind of hearing a lot of like, oh, I just can't like stop hop kicking. I just keep doing it, or like I get in this habit of doing an option that kills somebody who mashes on plus frames, and I can't stop.
Yeah, that's what you were doing. You were like doing like a plus low or something, or like punishing me with like, and then you'll be plus enough to like get a guaranteed like 12 frame because I'll be pressing something that's slow. Which I noticed a lot. I'm trying to think on what you were. I think it was like I'll get hit by. I think it was down 4, and then you would do.
Sometimes the reversal there is common, down 4 into reversal. The one instance that's clear for me is like when I hit you with the 12 frame punisher. Like
dude, that's insane.
Because I have +6 there. So if you don't have a lot of flexibility in how you're treating that situation, it's almost like never going to work out in your favor, because my down 4 is going to beat your hop kick. I'm that plus. I'm just doing like either down 4 or down back 2. And anything you press,
Down back 2.
it's just
Conrad,
gonna
yeah.
lose. Whereas if you start getting into like sidewalk right, that'll beat the down back 2.
yeah.
Or you start getting into like a high commitment, like duck and launch, the down 4. Keeps coming back that idea of flexibility. You're changing the pace there, like by sidewalking or like looking to make a hard read instead of just like swing back, swing back. So yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff is very like we're in like the theory world right now. It's like conceptual.
Like I have to play and then understand what my opponent's
You
doing.
get certain new ideas going, and then you go experiment, you develop them. This is a good starting place for these really important ideas. So.
Yeah, that was another thing that I think I was doing too is like I always like play like I'll just like randomly switch. Like I basically like know most of the cast except for like Ana and like Ana, maybe Bears. But I mean I know Bears, I just don't know how to play them. But like I'll play Steve. Like one of the characters that I was like, okay, I should really hard focus on was like Steve, Miguel, and then Jack. Just like it's Buffalo. I'll play Jack.
Yeah, of course, you have to.
I gotta play Jack. So I'll play like Steve, and I'll play against like Hodor or something, and then he'll just tell me, be like, yeah, it's just like only aggression. Like I think with like Steve, I feel like I should start playing and like really start to turtle with him.
Yeah.
But
I mean, but that's like the thing. Like, it doesn't have to be all in one way or the other. You can still be an aggressive player. You can be aggressive 70, 80% of the time, but as long as you can like flip that expectation every now and then.
make him think that I'm
Like, whoa, I thought he just pressed all the time, but now like he's turtling out. And, yeah, it's all just about playing with their expectations like that.
Okay.
And of course, it applies the other way to like highly defensive players. If I'm like a super defensive turtle player, every now and then I want to show that like there's a little bit of crazy in me.
Yeah.
You want that question mark to be there for them every now and then. So whatever your style, your archetype falls into, you always want to understand the things that are outside of that style, so you can represent them every now and then.
Yeah, that's another problem I'm having. Like, at least recently, and I feel like it's, like, only in this game, I flowchart. I don't know, like, it was so recent that I started doing this, like, in, like, Street Fighter or something, or, like, Guilty Gear. I'm just like, no, I'm good. But in this game, it's like, I've been playing Miguel, and I have this flowchart where I'll go into, like, forward 4, into down back 3, and then I'll instantly go into my 2, Savage Stance 2. And it's just, like, an instant flow of just, like, they're not ducking. Why not just like forward 1+2 or something? Like I always end my turn because I'll just instantly go into 2.
That's the thing is like there's ways.
Which one?
Let's just go to practice mode real quick. Let's see if I have much.
Would you guys be alright if I switch you over to headsets?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, the mic's picking up like everybody in the background.
Huh, that's fun. Dude, these headsets are comfy, man. I do not mind wearing these. I'll do Miguel and Marduk.
That's fine, yeah.
Ooh, this is crispy.
Let's go like infinite stage.
Wonder how long it'll take to load.
You guys can hear the game too, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I think I just also like the simple stance, or just like the whole plus aspect.
So like, there are things you can do just in practice mode. Just like you come in here and there's no time pressure. There's no opponent coming at you like that. You have to decipher what their options are, like what's going on. You just like sit for a sec and just really break it down. Like hit him with a Savage down back 3, and go into Savage again, and I'll think about like what your options are here and what beats what. So like we can just build this from the ground up. Like if you hit him with a Savage down back 3 and you know they're going to stand there and do nothing, what's your next best option? And you just clarify that for yourself. Like, what do you think it is? If you just know they're going to stand there like a statue again.
I guess I'll just 1+2 for
If they're just going to stand
Or-
there. If like hit them with Savage down back 3, and you know that they're just going to sit here like a statue.
probably just
You should
like,
just do it again, right?
Yeah.
You just absolutely just rinse it again.
or like I do this a lot. Like I don't know why, but when I play against someone that I know is like better than me, I use down 4-3 way too much.
Mm.
Like in our games, it's like I could have easily been switching out, you know, down 4-3 for Hatchet and then getting way more than just -2.
So I think like, yeah, the down 4-3 is like when you want to cash out on damage. Usually like if you want to kill. But if you know that they're just going to stand there, I think Savage down back 3 is instantly preferable because if it hits, you get to keep your pressure going. So let's just say we know they're going to turtle up. You do another one. Now we know they're going to duck. Run that option.
Oh, this is only -9. Is that on? Yeah, okay. So both of these are...
So do Savage down back 3. And now Savage up forward 3 immediately after. Okay? So our 50-50 is established. When you know they're going to stand there, you run the low again. When you know they're going to duck, you run the Savage up forward 3. Now, what if we suspect they're going to press, that they're going to match back? Like, what are our best options?
I mean, to mind, I think of the punch parry. Sometimes I don't really like the punch parry though, but I also have. Well, this is a high. That's my problem. Is like if they do press, I'll get like dick jabbed a lot, and then that ends my turn. But I guess I could do. Oh, this is only 14 frames. I didn't know that. I guess down forward 1.
So I think
That's a high.
mentioning the punch parry like right away when we're like kind of building ground up, to me that's already like way too eccentric because we really just want to like establish control over this situation. So I think Savage 1-1 is actually really good right there. Because yes, it will lose to crouch jab, but at virtually no risk to us. If we get crouch jabbed, it's like whatever. Good job. Good play to them. They crouch jabbed us.
Oh, I get. Okay.
So do this off. Do all of this off of Savage down back 3. Let's just look at that situation. So that was to kill people ducking. That's to kill people mashing.
Okay.
Right. So now we have these 3 options get a lot of control actually. That's gonna hurt people who stand there.
And then I think this tracks pretty well too, right? I
Oh,
think
they're gonna be pretty locked down because you have the +4.
they can't really stop too much.
Some characters might be able to get around it a bit, but that to me is just like bare basics. Like these 3 options
tree,
get
like
a
the
lot
roots.
of control. Now we can elaborate on those ideas a little bit. An option to kill people who are frozen, an option to kill people who are ducking, an option to kill people who are mashing. And you mentioned the crouch jab to beat the 1-1, which will actually lose to the Savage up forward 3.
Oh, okay.
So we have a lot of control here already. Now, I think we could expand a little bit and say like Savage down back 3, don't go into Savage, and then just do back 1.
Oh, it's muscle memory.
So right there, that represents like a challenge to your flexibility because now it's valuable to sometimes not go into Savage there. And that's something that you need to think about. It can't just always just be like, you know, autopilot. I mean, it could be if you wanted to, if you don't value this option. But here's an option that really hurts people for trying to mash on you. You got a full launch.
Dude, I always, if I know that they're gonna hard commit Doc for like another, like I feel like a problem that we have, or at least around here, like I'm in blue ranks, it's like around there, it's like they're so scared of lows, and so am I, you know. So it's like I'll just like instantly do Hatchet into a launch, or like sometimes I'll do, you know, like the 2.
The 2 is good because you're not risking getting launched. You know, eventually all these questions arise about like how much risk do you want to take, how much is worth it, you know, doing the Savage down forward 2 might be worth it against some people, but against other players, it's totally not worth it. You should just do the safe option. There's all these questions that come into mind, but you can just make these like really simple exercises for yourself. Like, you can just start by rotating through the cycle. So you're going to run our 3 sequences just in order. So it's going to be Savage down back 3, Savage down back 3. And now Savage down back 3, Savage 2. Let me stand up. And then Savage down back 3, 1, 1. Okay, run through that sequence again. Oh. Yep. Right.
Oh, okay. So now that
So now do the 1-1. I'm gonna do the answer that loses to you every time. So start from the top, double low.
Okay. Oh.
Do double low. Good.
And then
Then Savage 2. Or Savage up for 3, yeah. Do that again. Yep.
okay, so that's like if you wanna if they're hard committing to the low.
And now do the 1-1. And now you get free follow up here, so take your free follow up after.
I think
You can do
which one?
Savage down forward 2. I think is
It's
optimal.
either this one
or you can do
or-
that, right?
That's the one I usually do.
Yep. But yeah, you can see like even just the flexibility to just like bring those out like in a row, like double low, low into mid, low into frame trap, just like cycling through them. You want that to just be like absolutely effortless because you're gonna need to call on those control sequences in a real match. And then like once you reach a point where that flexibility is there, you just like you can just mentally call in your mind like, okay, he's gonna mash. Now run Savage down back 3 into 1-1, and then run in your mind, okay, he's gonna duck. Run Savage down back 3 and up forward 3, and just almost like imagine the scenarios in your head.
Like, okay, this guy might crouch this.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do upward.
Like practice mode is just, it's like a freaking sanctuary where you can just stop and like think, how am I gonna get the flexibility to just run the sequences that beat this other guy, like beat what I think he's going to do. When you're under that time pressure in a real match, it's hard to refine these skills, but when you take them to practice mode like this, and you just have all the time in the world to figure it out, you can develop this flexibility like really fast. So much faster than just trying to like learn it in a real match. Because that's the problem. Like you're telling me like, I know he's not going to mash, but I can't stop myself from doing the frame trap.
Two. Yeah.
But you can build this flexibility here. You know, if you just keep going through matches and just trying to develop the flexibility, it's going to take forever because there's so many other tasks that you have to do at the same time. So we did like kind of the conceptual talk, and now here's something more practical, I think, to think about. Just go to practice mode and just start working these things out. We're doing it off Savage down back 3, but you can think about it off of other moves as well.
No, that's -7. I mean, some people don't even press here. Like, they don't even think that it's like they can press. Or, well, no. I think a lot of the times they get scared of pressing. So it's like, I'll go into that, and then
Yeah.
that. Maybe I could just like another thing that I'll do a lot is I go into sidestep and then down 4-3. I don't know why. I should probably just like.
You should know why. It should be very clear to you like why you want to do that, what beats it, and what loses to it.
I think it's like a round start thing. It's like I'll think that like, let's say for instance you are gonna do like down back 2. Like even though you don't do it, it's like a concept where it's like okay, maybe he's gonna round start, use a move, I'll step it, and then hit him with the low or something. Something that's like guaranteed. Or I can even do that or that. I don't know. So another thing is round start. It's like could do.
But yeah, it's good. Just clarifying for yourself like how you want to treat round start, what you can open with, what beats what, and then how much risk you're willing to take. There's nothing really better than just back at round start because it's like nothing can really happen to you. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess you get
hit by a
hell
low.
swept by a Kazuya or something coming at you. But
The cha-cha special,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
of like the Jack down 1+2 or like the the 1+2. It's like you play against cha-cha and it's like
Yeah.
You know he's using those.
But yeah, man, hopefully some of this stuff is helpful and just kind of get some new ideas going.
Yeah, because it definitely helps from the offense aspect. Because I feel like I can definitely get into the offense, but it's more or less like extending it. You know, it's like I'm losing a lot by just doing that to that.
Right.
All right. Oh, thanks for that.
Good stuff,
one.
dude.
I like to do that with like Steve or something. Or like Jack is another one. Not run off down back one.
I mean, you can.
I mean, a lot of the
But not
times they
all
don't
the
do
time.
anything, but it's like the scare that they put.
And then there we go.
Let's get these back. Yeah, we were doing first and threes.
So we'll do it first of 3, and then we'll kind of talk about the set, take it from there.
Sounds good to me.
Let's go. Yeah, we can just put them up for now.
Yeah, that works.
Round 1. Fight. Round one. Fight. KO. Round two. Fight. KO. Round three. Fight.
Man, let's talk about some stuff.
Yep.
So I was just asking Mark this like first question. Like matchup stuff aside, what is like your game plan with Katarina? What, like in your words, like when you're going into a match, like what do you want to make him deal with?
A lot of the way I usually play is I really get in their face, and she's got a lot of pressure. I love to use that. That's part of why I picked her up, 'cause she's just really simple. Get in there, rush them down, don't let up. It's just, I keep running into a lot of guys that know the matchup and know how to deal with it.
Yeah. Jump over to go to practice mode real quick.
Yep.
And go to an infinite stage. Pick Katarina and Marduk.
Sure.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Katarina Alves. Craig Marduk.
Stage.
My favorite infinite stage.
Nice.
Get ready for the next battle.
So, sort of like my assessment of what I was dealing with, like what your game plan was. You started off just hunting for like 1-1-2 a lot, just trying to like develop that string 1-1-2, 1-1-2, and it's like a very common thing to like fish for the frame trap with down forward 4 afterwards.
Yep.
So you've got this like kind of first layer of your game plan. All right, establish 1-1-2, but like, all right, that's not really. What happens if it's not really working?
Right.
They're not swinging into the down forward 4 afterward, or they're ducking the high. Eventually, around game 3, you came around to just showing 1-1-1, which I think that alone right there is like a very important part of your game plan. Like, once you've developed 1-1-2 a little bit, you have to show 1-1-1, so they're not just like freely ducking the high and killing you for that, right? Few other like little adjustments. So part of your game plan is you want to like keep them out. So you're like establishing a little bit that like you want me to be comfortable running up to you, right? But then you start showing that. So it's like, okay, he feels like he can run up on me freely. Now I'm going to start showing down forward 4. I like that a lot. Another move that you're kind of using to accomplish that is you're throwing out 2-2. Now, I can see the logic behind that because it's fast, and there's situations where just that speed is what you really want.
That one works, I think, better as more of a, I think it's one of the punish counters.
Yes, it is her 12-frame Punisher. I think a move that might serve that purpose that you're trying to get that to accomplish, that might be a little bit better, a little bit safer, is 3-3-3. Now, that's something you didn't fish for at all, and I think that's a really important part of just building up this game plan, like feeling like you have these like core moves that you want to develop. So yeah, you're throwing out the down forward 4 sometimes, so, like as a keep out read. I like that. I think in some of these like up close exchanges, when you've got like a little read on their timing, like when they're going to come at you, you just do 3-3-3, and you stop there. If you see the 3-3-3 hit, then you start mashing more, right?
Yeah.
It's the idea of hit confirming. That's a really valuable skill with her. So these instances where you're throwing out 2-2, I think you can start thinking about maybe substituting the 3-3 hit confirm there instead.
I could probably go into her down forward 1 as well, just to give a little jab poke when I need it.
Sure, yeah, the DF1 is, I mean, it's just one of the best in the game, straight up. So we're just kind of like expanding on some aspects of the game plan. So if like you're going to show 1-1-2, make sure you show 1-1-1.
Yeah.
If you're going to play that keep out game where you're showing your down forward 4, show your 3-3 a little bit in those keep out interactions as well.
Yeah.
Because her keep out game is so good, but some of the options you have to take some risks, like her keep out hop kick.
Yep. Which I used to throw that out around, like when we were doing the online tournaments. That used to be my bread and butter until I ran into you and you told me to stop doing it.
It's you want this like variety to the tools you're using to keep out. So the down forward 4 is good sometimes, the hop kick's good sometimes, the 3-3 is important. When you're kind of mixing those up, then it gets progressively harder for me to anticipate like what I'm trying to punish if I'm trying to bait your keep out, right?
You can kind of do some conditioning and then suddenly here comes the hop kick, you've got to launch and they're on the road.
Right. So these are a few things to think about, like the strings, your keep out options. Now, there's the flip side of the coin where like, okay, you have your keep out, but what about your aggression? I saw you doing some good things with the Harrier stance, like getting the Harrier low going. I think there's a really important mix-up tool set for people who are just turtling up and taking it slow that I didn't see you go to at all, and that's the full crouch mix. The full crouch down forward 4 is a really big deal with her. You have to develop this as part of your game plan. It's like one of her best mix-up tools. There's a bit of this like push and pull with her game plan. If I'm coming at you super aggressive, then you've got your keep out tools, your counter hit buttons. But if I'm turtling up, you've got to get over to this. You've got to develop the full crouch low.
Full crouch low into, I think the while rising 2 launch can come out of that too.
You could do while standing. You could do while standing 3-3 and start confirming it there. You could just do while standing 4. You could do another one. You can do 2 in a row. There's a lot of possibilities there. You can do while standing 1-1. So much of her mix-up game just comes off like getting into crouch, sometimes do the low, sometimes do a while standing option. If you don't want to take the risk on the while standing 2, do while standing 4, do while standing 3-3.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a big thing I see because you didn't bring that out at all. And sort of like our purpose in this discussion is like flesh out the game plan, right? Make more layers to it. So I think we got 1-1-1 and 1-1-2, a little more variety to your keep out buttons, and then developing like a more compelling mix-up game. And specifically, we're just talking about the full crouch low. So hopefully those are like, just like specific details that you can just start experimenting with, like integrate them so they feel like more natural part of your style. Trying to think if there's anything else that I'm forgetting about. This is like a more general thing that I tell people, but if I play like a first to 3 with somebody and they never attempt to command grab me a single time, something's wrong. You should always test that, like no matter who it is.
Make sure they know the break.
Get a command grab out there on somebody. That was I didn't command grab you either, honestly, which I think is a fault. I think you should always be able to get off at least one, and just see what's up with their throw breaking and test that aspect.
A lot of that too is like I know there's a lot of bad habits I have, so a lot of that was me focusing on like don't snake edge so much, don't do this, don't do that, and just trying to break a lot of my bad habits.
Right. But hopefully these are like concrete objectives, like concrete moves that you can experiment with more. The 3-3-3, the full crouch low,
Definitely.
the 1-1-1. So yeah, good stuff, man. GG's. What's the plan? Should we play one more game or
We can give it another
tag somebody else in? All right, yeah, let's run one more. Yeah.
7.
Let's do the mirror.
All right.
I don't know combos, but
Katarina Alves.
Yeah, her combos are pretty simple.
Katarina Alves.
Once you get the launch, the combo's pretty much the same for everything.
I'll wing it.
Yeah.
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight.
Doing the moves I want you to do to me.
KO.
There's the full crouch. Okay.
Fight.
Nice.
A little off on the timing, but all right.
Okay. Good. Oh shit.
Yep, there it is.
I'm leaving you alive. Shit, okay.
That combo.
Let's keep going.
Yeah,
Você está me dando sono.
definitely feeling something a little better here.
Round 1. Fight.
Got a 2-2 that.
Nice.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Good. We're gonna throw out that 3-3-3 a bit. Yeah, we can just confirm it. You sense me turtling up too much? Yes. Go for the throws. Good.
Use those long legs to her advantage.
KO.
All right, all right.
Round 3.
Close.
Fight. KO. You
Let's do one more.
Got it.
Você está me dando sono.
Round 1. Fight.
Even just this is actually quite good.
Which one was that? Her down forward
Just
three?
down, just down 4. So you can just backdash off of this and create a lot of space.
And
Look,
just
look for a
poke at
whip
'em.
punish. Look for a whip punish after with like your hop kick. Or if you read that they're going to just be passive, now you're in crouch to look for this, right?
Okay.
Into the full crouch down forward 4, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go. So you can kind of just get a mix-up going there. You either just back off and look for whip punish, or you continue offense. It's negative on hit, but it's still
It's a good little
it's still
poke.
viable. Yeah.
That's definitely a good tool for neutral when I'm not trying to get right in on them.
Round 2. Fight.
Good. Yeah.
And ultimately, you know, finish the combo, but still.
Nice.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Haha, almost got me. Good stuff, man.
Good stuff. GG's, man.
You win.
Yeah, just some more tools to think about, expanding the game plan a little bit.
Definitely.
Should I unplug it?
I've just got to remember how to get into the menu to disconnect the controller.
It's like
There it is. It's a tap instead of a pleasure as always, sir. Can I use it?
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Asuka Kazama. Paul Phoenix.
Round upon picking him out.
Get ready for the next battle.
so we'll do first to three.
First three. Okay.
Kind of just talk about the set and see what goes down.
Can I turn this up at all?
You need more?
Yeah.
Hang on, I got you.
I'm deaf. And I have AirPods in my ear.
Round 1. Fight.
There.
one. Fight. Perfect. Round two. Fight. KO. Round three. Fight. Round one. Fight. KO. Round two. Fight. KO. Round three. Fight. KO. You win.
Oh, he's got
Mic check. You can hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me now?
Yes, sir. This shit's unofficial.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go to practice mode.
Practice mode,
So we
okay.
got some time to kind of like talk about some.
I don't know what to do. That.
Yeah. Yeah, go to practice mode. Pick right side.
That's all right. I'll pick my character.
Yeah, where's Asuka? Pick Asuka. Pick both Asuka actually.
Oh, fuck it.
There you go.
Nah, I didn't pick
Press
both
circle.
of them.
Circle.
I thought I was gonna say like go all the way back to
Get
the show.
get double Asuka.
Welcome to the King of Iron, Asuka Kazama. Asuka Kazama.
Just go infinite.
Oh, bro.
It's no,
I'm just mashing.
no.
bro.
Wall stage is fine. Wall stage is fine. Might just have to reset it every now and then.
No.
How long you been playing Tekken?
tag 2, but like on and off.
Asuka's the main. You play any other characters?
I used to kind of play King, but not really. Like King, I would just swap out after I did all my Asuka combo, like this shit right here, and then into the ba-da, and then I'll switch into King, come in, you know what I'm saying? But let me think. Other characters I play with it? Nah, in this game, this game's just hard as hell, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So
Yes, it is.
I just got a character and stuck with it, bro.
Yes, it is. So I've been asking this question to everybody today, but tell me a bit about like, what's your game plan with Asuka? Like, what do you want to make them deal with?
All right, boom, off the rip.
What are your objectives with this character?
All right, I like to force, like not force, but like I like to get people to throw highs out. Once I get to see that high, once I see that they prevalent with the highs, I start to do this and shit. And then once they start trying to bait this out, I'll like start trying to keep range, use moves like this,
Yep.
this, fucking if I can, I'd like to get that off and then go for the hop kick after that. Because sometimes they'll get greedy and poke for it, or sometimes I'll just go for it, or bob and then keep going into it, or sometimes I'll just and then keep going for it type shit. But I don't know. It's just like clearly you just saw you bop, you just got out the way. But I don't know. I don't know what works with that type shit.
Good. So I think there's a few fundamental objectives for like a game plan in this game. Asuka's whole thing, like she tends to be thought about as like a counter hit character.
Yeah.
So she's got these buttons that are very rewarding. If she can pick out like when they're gonna swing. You've almost kind of been using this like a counter hit button. You're actually catching me with that quite a lot.
Yeah.
But it does carry a lot of risk.
Yeah, for a fact.
You know, usually it's just like considered like primarily useful as a whip punisher, but it does have that usage as kind of like the YOLO keep out every now and then as well. But I was just talking to this Katarina player about kind of mixing up the keep out options. So like if you've got this as a keep out option, you want to have a few other layers to that keep out part of your game plan, so you don't entirely have to rely on this unsafe option. So I think another very good one is this forward 4.
Can I go forward?
Oh, sorry, say again? What's up?
I was asking, should I walk forward so you can
Oh,
hit me? Yeah, matter
I
either way.
mean, this knockdown, when it does hit, can get this right here, right?
Okay.
Decently rewarding, guaranteed.
No, you said that's forward.
Forward 4.
And then
And then it's a little weird because you have to like dash and then do forward 2. So it's like forward, forward, forward 2. Like a little bit of execution going on there, but
forward 2. What move are we talking about?
you're just doing this, but you're dashing first. So it'll look like forward 4. Just hold forward 1 sec.
Oh,
So
okay,
I like dash and then I do it, right?
Oh, that's good. Why isn't that working?
Take your time with it.
Oh, okay. So
Don't rush it too much. Yeah. That's it. Do that again. That's it. One more time.
money? Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck.
If they stand up, it can even catch them like that, right? So you don't have to rush this. You actually have a surprising amount of time to just get that. Do one more time.
Bro.
Good.
So that works.
Something to like take a look at in practice. So like that
How do I
move.
get the frames on my screen? Like when I play Tekken.
What's up?
How do I get the frames on my screen?
Press start, and then press double tap R1 to go to display settings, and then you see these tabs here. It says player frame info, opponent frame info.
Alright.
So if you're not seeing them, then they're set to hide,
Oh,
but you can set them to detail display.
that's crazy.
But yeah, so like you've been throwing this out as keep out. This is another possibility, like another move that can be in your arsenal for keep out. and it has that homing status. So like, just block. When you're talking about like getting this move going, like maybe even more than once, people who are sidewalking here and they're gonna like shut down your pressure. You know, the forward four becomes valuable here, right? It's just a move that could be maybe a bigger part of your game plan.
For sure.
So it's like, all right, we've established part of her game plan is like this keep out mode, keep him away from you. Yeah, like she's got a million buttons that are good for this. It's insane. Like, yeah, she's got the power crush, she's got down forward 2, she's got back 3,
Backflip.
cans, down forward
you
2,
could go into that.
forward 4. There's lots of possibilities there. But what about, yeah, like the opponent who's turtling? So you mentioned like, yeah, you like to get this going. Absolutely, super important to get that going. Somebody who's just really turtling up and just blocking, you know, this is what draws them out of their shell. But there's a couple other moves that I really like for getting on the offensive that I did not see you attempt at all, actually.
I probably don't know the input.
The
straight up.
first one being this move right here.
I used to love that move. I'm not
This
gonna lie.
shit is crazy.
It's like about, hold on, let me see. Is counter hit on?
Yeah, you can counter hit me now.
Oh wait, I'm stupid. Oh, so that means I can counter hit you?
Yeah, if I'm key charged, you'll counter hit me.
Oh, I'm smart. What are we doing?
Up forward 3.
Up for 3. Okay, I'm fucking up. Hold on, one more time.
Oh,
Fail.
good.
And then you would go into like the bop.
Forward. You would do
Oh shit, my bad.
this one.
Which is that?
Forward 2, 1. Yeah. As opposed to that, that's
What is
forward
that?
2, 1 plus 2.
Oh, hold
You
on.
want to do the forward 2, 1.
I always wonder why my shit don't ever
Yes.
connect, bro.
You need this one to carry him to the wall.
Yo.
So that's like,
Okay, so that's 1 plus. What am I pressing extra?
so
That was the
something something Jimmy J Tran taught me. He was like, when you're doing that move, what will sometimes happen is you'll hit forward 2 and then you go to hit the 1, but you'll still be holding down the 2. So that happens, right? You see how I'm like,
Oh, okay.
see how I'm still holding 2?
So just
That's
bop,
getting
bop.
me the wrong input. So the trick, he said, you can train yourself. So you play claw style like this, right?
Yeah.
You're going to train yourself to start inputting it all with just one finger.
Oh.
You're going to do it like that. So it'll never happen. You'll never accidentally hit both buttons at the same time because you're just going to go one finger. I mean, you could just train yourself to just kind of like middle release, pointer release.
Yeah.
It's up to you, but you got to do something like deliberate to make sure that you're not accidentally
doing
hanging
it
on
correctly
You are
right
doing
now?
it correctly. That's the correct move, yeah.
So I can't even do it wrong anymore. Okay, wait. I
Yeah.
don't even
If
know.
it says mid-high, you did it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that opens up like hold forward. Yeah, that opens up like the possibility to get these deep wall carries, right?
Yeah, bro, that shit goes so far.
Get the wall carry and then you run up and do this once you get the wall splat, right? So yeah, back to what we were talking about, like this move. You already know the combo that you want to get going off of this, but it's advancing. It's fast-ish, like 20 frames is not super fast, but
Yeah,
it's
decent
got the
range,
low
too.
crush. Where it says airborne, so she'll go over lows, counter hit launcher, and then on block, -3, which is not that bad.
Right.
So there's still like the classic, all-time classic is this. You do up forward 3, sides up 2, in case they try to retaliate on you. Whoops.
Am I not doing it fast enough?
You're not getting your sidestep out. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So sometimes like little retaliations like that, you'll catch them.
You really gotta just take your time and just flow with this shit. That's what I'm noticing. Cause like I be too, I gotta press something. Like,
Right, you're right, you're right. But this is kind of like, this move to me, it represents a little bit more aggression. You could still use it as keep out. Like her keep out arsenal is crazy, but
Yeah.
we're talking about like options for going on the offensive, developing mix-ups. So we've got this and this now. These work together very well. So this was the first move I mentioned that I didn't see you doing, and then the other one is this. I didn't see you going for that.
Yeah, I like that move. I'm not
That
gonna lie.
move's really,
Honestly,
really
yeah.
important.
I don't know when to go for it though exactly. Like,
I'm really big on just like trying to simplify the move selection and simplify the game plan. So like, you know, instances where you're compelled to like try something like this, or if you're compelled to like get this. I mean, this move can be good in certain instances, but just like the more eccentric options, like getting this stuff going, just like get in there and develop a mix-up with like this, or this, you know? Because you can be so productive, and it's just like 3 moves.
exactly.
As opposed to like this kind of thing, like it risks not being productive. You're kind of taking a risk if they read the string properly. There's a time for those types of moves, but just like getting really grounded with these simple, rewarding tools like this, and almost just like feels scary, just me like kind of just doing this in practice mode, like having to fight somebody who's using these moves really well. Those are some moves to think about. Last few moves. So I'm really getting into this part of the game plan, which is like creating mix-ups, making that like getting them guessing.
Yeah.
So these moves that we're looking at here, like they accomplish that. There's a few others that I think are worth experimenting with. For one, it's just this. Super fast, super annoying. It's amazing how people will just start ducking because you're hitting them for like 7 damage. That does like no damage. Look at this. And they'll duck.
I mean, 3 of them bitches add up.
They'll duck and open themselves up to getting hit by this
Yeah.
just because you're hitting them with this super fast low. You know, it's like a mix-up in itself, right?
See, with Tekken, I don't be thinking about like mids as overheads.
Mm.
I don't know why I don't, like, because I usually play like NetherRealm type of games, and like in those the mids are just mids. You feel me? You
Right.
just
Right.
block. Yeah, but this is like, you know, it's a lot more mixed. It's a lot more like everything's a mix, essentially.
We just want to we want to clarify the lows that we're going to use to get them ducking so that we can get these these big mids off. So 1, 2, and the last one I would say that I like a lot is this.
How do you do that?
This, you have to be crouching. So like I'm holding
While
down,
crouching.
and then you kind of just go forward a little bit. So it's down forward 2, but from crouch. Yeah. That's it.
So you gotta be down there for a little bit though.
You can do it relatively quickly once you get the hang of it. So I just I hold down and then I slide over to down forward.
So once you see that little
That's
shuffle,
it.
that's when you just,
Yeah. Now, when you get that counter hit, you get while standing 1-4 guaranteed. So I go. That's all free if you counter hit the low. Oops, my bad. Do it one more time. It's a ton of damage.
how do I do that?
So
Like all the buttons at the same time?
I'll key charge for you. So
Okay.
you'll
So
go into crouch, swipe. It expired.
crouch, swipe,
And then
no.
that one. You know that one, right? Yeah. Oh, my bad. I'm not key charged. And then
that.
the finisher is down forward 3. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, my bad.
Almost.
Shit, I fucked up. Whatever.
Just get this one time.
No word.
It's an important one.
Alright, so I'll crouch him, bop bop,
Swap.
and then bop. Okay. Dude, okay, I'm so smart. Come on.
No, you're good. You're good. It's new.
Okay,
It's new
hold on.
shit.
I'm trying to get it in my brain so I can throw it to my muscles. Like,
So here's the thing. I could see it happening already where you have to finish with this.
yeah.
So you're pressing X, the
Like
second step
preemptively?
of the combo because you know it's coming. So you don't even start there. Just start with, you're just going to start with
Oh my god.
swipe, bop, bop. Don't even worry about the finisher yet.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just do that like 3 times in a row.
Am I doing it right?
Two instead of one.
Oh, facts.
There you go. Good. Do that again. One more time.
So,
Now go for the down forward 3 at the end. Beautiful.
oh, okay.
Right.
That's hella damage. I ain't gonna
That
lie.
does, and then you get to run up and mix them up again because you have the Oki. You flip
Yeah,
them
word.
over with this kick, right? So, go back to versus battle. Let's play a quick little set. Let's do Asuka versus Asuka. And so some of the moves that we just talked about, I'm going to try to develop against you, and you're going to try to develop them against me. So go offline. First battle.
Oh, what the fuck, bro? My brain cells, bro. I'm fried.
Yeah, it's fine. Just back out. Run it back.
I almost did it again, bro.
To the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Hold on, actually, how do I do that?
The button input?
Yeah.
You press triangle. Yeah. I think you have... Those are your buttons, right? Or are those not your buttons?
This is not what I do. I do throw with this. I may throw with this. I don't even know what this is. Is this 1-2?
Yep.
Yeah, my 1-2 is always just 1-2. I don't know what the fuck that is. Let me show 'em. Yep.
Asuka Kazama. Asuka Kazama.
Oh, you got stage select.
Nah. So we on it? Like we actually fighting? And then,
Yeah, we're fighting.
all right. So you said try to implement what you done taught me.
So we're looking to just experiment a little bit with up forward 3,
Right.
1+2, right? Up forward 3 and 1+2 are the big ones, I think, that we're kind of missing.
Round 1. Fight.
It's option. Ah.
Round 2. Fight.
Nick, nice.
It's like my controller just stopped working, bro.
Aye.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
That's a slow ass punish.
Ah.
This is me trying to implement shit. That's why I'm getting shit on, bro.
It's going to take a little while to get comfortable
Run it.
with different options. Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Not for sure.
Round 1. Fight.
Fuck every low, bro.
Just that one. Use this instead.
Yeah, sure.
Remember we talked about both of these.
Facts.
Don't forget about down 4. Yeah.
Yeah, this shit's giving me fucking complications.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, I'm at the one right now.
Let's go.
Ah. I think I know how to win. I was just gonna do that, see? I know that's how to win. Ah, give me that.
Oh, what the hell?
What, bro? That's bullshit. Wow, nice. No. That's a lot safer, honestly. I didn't peep. Okay, but you just sidestepped it. I don't get it.
Ah. Keep going.
Knock him
Keep
down.
going. Keep going.
I feel like I should just play like myself and then
Play like yourself.
Once
Play
it
like
pops in
yourself.
my head, I'm like, oh, I can use it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Play like yourself.
Just do it. Damn.
Huh.
That's not homie?
Ah.
You can cross.
My dad.
Oh, I could have fucking. Oh, bet. No! No! Punch your kneecap. Hell yeah. It's over. I'll try to do it. Damn.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay, that's good shit.
Oh.
I was holding block, bro. What the fuck do you mean, bro? I don't get it. I don't get it. Ah, you trying to beat me
Oh,
now.
I
Look
fuck-
at you. I'm teaching you.
I messed up.
No. Chill, bro. That hurts. My ankle.
There it is.
Okay, that's big damage. Damn. Oh my goodness, bro. That's really okay. That's really like okay.
That's good.
I
That's
gotta learn
good.
how to
Something
do
something to
that.
look into
Hell
for sure.
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
Oh no. The hell?
Shit scale hard as well. Hey. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
That's not safe, bro.
That is not safe actually. That's minus 12.
Where-
Yeah, you
that's
gotta be
crazy.
careful with that one.
That's a fact. I thought it was safe. Is the other one safe? I think it's like I want to say
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I want to say
1, 2, 3 is safe, but it's very interruptible because the third kick's so slow. Yeah, this one. Yeah, that is safe.
I don't think so. I don't think it's that one. I think it might be 1, 1, 3.
Yeah, that's safe as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, 1, 1, 3. Ow.
That's what I like to go for too. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, nice. Oh. Okay. Oh god. Got me. I'm alive.
That should do mad damage though. I'm probably about to get hit
Ready
with
for
the
this?
same shit.
Oh,
eat
I'm
that.
alive.
No,
No.
you're not, bro. You eating that? Yes, sir. I almost low parried that, I ain't gonna lie. What? I hate when that comes out, bro. It's like a filler episode. Dude, I'm trying to grab his face, bro. So bad. I just want to grab his face one time.
Nice.
Oh, that was big. Oh, he's confused. I am too. Come here. That was an accident, but I'll take it. Oh, yeah. Oh. They're crazy. Oh, I'm crazy. Who won one?
Drops.
Oh, shit. Oh, I forgot that wall splats. That wall splats. Oh, you don't do another? Why you don't do another? Oh, why didn't I? Bro, that mid would have been clutch right there, bro. I don't know why I didn't do the mid. And the safe. I remember they made it safe. I was hyped. I think they made it safe, or did they make it unsafe?
Which one?
The mid kick out of that.
That's safe.
That one?
Yeah,
Okay,
safe.
I did the low and it didn't come out. Oh, I tried to dug. Oh yeah, give me that face. Pause.
We're back.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay, good.
I fucking dropped it. Let me get another one. I got you. Give me that. That's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. A lot of bit more damage. Oh, shit.
Ah.
What are my wake up options? I don't know how to wake up for like this rolling shit be getting me killed.
Nice. Oh.
That was good stuff. Dropped it.
Real quick, last thing. Go back. Actually, you don't have to go to practice mode. Just hit rematch. But
Rechilling.
so yeah, the combo we did off the low swipe, the full crouch low swipe, that's something to take to the lab. I really think you should. You got to lab out your low parry combo, because you're starting a lot of combos. Like your first hit of the juggle is this.
Yeah. I'm losing
And that's
mad
like
damage.
you're losing out on a ton because the combos, they all like scale the least the first few hits. So you want like your biggest hits to like happen at the front of the combo.
Right.
So off of low parry, you want to get comfortable doing this, which is going to take some time.
I don't know what's that.
Forward 2-3. So I'm going to do jab. I'm going to do jab into low. I want you to low parry and then just start off with forward 2-3.
Okay.
So the sequence is just going to look like that.
Oh, so I'm sure about go.
Good. Now, probably the most stable thing to do there is just down back 1-2.
Hold on, down back.
So, bop. So the combo will look like
Oh,
this. Look like that.
Oh, well. I forget it.
And then go, yeah, into that. Exactly, yep. All good. Close. Close. Got down back 2 instead of down back 1.
Dude, I keep forgetting to do 4-4. All right, one more.
Good. Good. And then from there, for your wall carry, you could either just forward 2-1, or you could run up back to 1+2 4. I believe will work. But don't even worry about that for right now. That is the string, yeah. That's it. Actually, yeah, try that combo out.
That's fire. I didn't know she had that fucking string. What the hell?
String's pretty good.
What am I doing? Something to do with
Low parry, forward, forward, 2, 3, down, back, 1, 2, and then this string.
What the fuck is that? Say it again?
Back 2, 1 plus 2, 4.
So it's bop, bop, bop.
That's it. Yeah. See if that works.
Damn, brain fart.
Yeah.
Brain fart. Yeah, what am I doing? Okay.
It'll take a little while.
Okay, wait.
Good. Almost.
Hold on, what is it? Oh, back.
Back 2. See if we can get it.
Damn, bro. I keep
Almost.
having this brain fart. Back 2, back 2, back
Close.
2. Hold on, I gotta get that string
You're
down
getting
first.
closer. Yep.
Come on. Come on. Am I doing it right?
That's it. Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Oops, my bad.
Come on, one more.
It's hard to get the dash and then press back 2 right after, but.
Okay, I don't need a dash there, do I? Okay, let me kill you.
Alright.
Damn, that's tough. I mean, I should let you kill me. I mean, I was confused.
Let me try it against you. Let me make sure it works.
I'm pretty sure it do.
Just 2 jab low kick against me. One more time. Does work. And now let me try, I think there might be a variation of it. Do that again. That one does not work. Okay. All right, so our combo works.
Fuck. Where's my sprint?
So you can, like, with these types of combos, you can simplify. You can just do this ender to start. But the important thing is you're getting the muscle memory to front load your combo, like high damage at the beginning of it, right? Forward, forward, 2, 3. Just some ideas. Like the main things I see with you, I think there's a few key moves that you're not incorporating in the game plan.
Right.
So up forward 3. I think this is another one we didn't really talk about.
Oh, yeah,
That's a good one.
Probably my favorite.
Do the generic low kick, right? These different lows, because you're not even like conditioning with lows very much. You want to get really developing all of these. The 1+2, right? Talked about all of those. But other than that, you know, I think just pushing towards more combo optimization, and that starts with being able to like really take any combo route and get that forward, forward 2, 3 at the beginning. So starting to get it off of low parry, that'll help you out a lot. Just getting like higher damage combo like output, right?
That, for a fact.
But yeah, good stuff, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate you. What's up? I'm beating anybody. You see the little plump of them?
Hey, Joey, congratulations on everything you're doing, man. You got the skill to pay the bills on me. You're making the U.S. proud. More importantly,
Seriously, man. We're gonna get people ready for 8. Hopefully.
oh yeah, dude, we smoking this stadium up. To be honest, I'm thinking like next year Clinton Fridays. To be honest, I think all the games, maybe except for the combat, it's probably gonna be even. Like I feel like Tekken and Street Fighter. Tekken and Street Fighter might go head to head with it. No, dude, Tekken and it's tough.
Joey Fury, my friends. Absolute champion coming down here, giving these guys a chance to get beat up, learn a little bit. We're gonna get this scene ready for Tekken 8. We're going to have some killers out here. Anybody watching, hang out for a few minutes. We're going to launch right back up with Street Fighter.
More specifically,